Development in technology and innovations were very similar and same in Japan and Britain. Britain was the first to create the cotton factories. The cotton factories led to a large production of cotton. When all the cotton factories were created, this made many new jobs for people. In Japan, factory production was non-existent at the time. But later, by the Showa era, Japan was almost at the same level of many industrialized European countries. Japan was most known for being the manufacturer of wool and silk products. Then, in Britain's Industrial Revolution, the spinning frame created mass production for cotton in Britain, and also became known as the water frame because it soon became powered by water instead of horses. In Britain, as well as the cotton factories, the cotton industry in the 1770s and 1780s, the cotton textile industry took the first major step towards the Industrial Revolution with the creation of the modern factory. As well as everything else, the steam engine then became a big thing. The steam engine revolutionized the production of cotton goods and caused the factory system to spread to other areas of production. The difference between Britain and Japan is that the technological developments mostly began in Britain. Although Britain was the start to most creations, Japan was the first major non-Western nation to take on board with the Western technological and advances of the century after the First Revolution. Japan played a large role in continuing innovations. In 1917, a man named Matsushita founded his own company called Matsushita Electric, which marketed his own designs. He then created and sold a new bullet-shaped battery-powered bicycle lamp. It burned for more than 30 hours. This was revolutionary in Japan. Even though washing machines were already invented by this time, Matsushita Electric Industrial Company began to manufacture new and improved washing machines, refrigerators, and television sets under the name of Panasonic, and this became an international company that made billions of dollars. The significance of technological advances and inventions was a big impact for the Industrial Revolution, so that men, women, and children would produce more in factories. Now, developments in communication in both Britain and Japan. In 1837, the first electrical telegraph was invented by Sir Charles Wheatstone and Sir William F. Cooke in Britain. In 1840, there was a penny post inaugurated on all letters, and depending on the weight of the letter was how much you would pay. All letters weighing a half ounce or less could be carried for an English penny, 2 cents. In 1875, the Union Postal Service started to ship letters to foreign countries. Alexander Graham Bell in 1876 transmitted the human voice over a wire, although it was several decades before the telephone became popular. Although communication was already on a rise in the Industrial Revolution in Britain earlier in the decade, in Japan, the telegraph cable links were established in all major Japanese cities. Bringing telegraphs made a huge change in how the Japanese lived. Since telegraph was already invented before the Japanese Industrial Revolution, people in the world were already communicating easier. The Japanese no longer had to travel in boats to other cities to talk, trade, and spread knowledge.